So now we come to talking about the doctrine of emptiness, to try to establish the philosophy or the doctrine of emptiness. And there, as I said yesterday, three main types of reasoning. One is looking at the causes of the entities or the phenomena. Another is looking at the nature of the entity or the phenomena or anything. Third is looking at the result of the phenomena and entities. So the first is called the doctrine, called the diamond splinters argument. Dorjezema. So now, looking at the causes, there are, some say there are no causes. Everything happens just like that. Some say there is a kind of a creator or external cause that is permanent. So first to try to question these kind of misconceptions from the Buddhist point of view. First, we talk about the first two stanzas. Actually, I think it is stanza number 16 and 17. I think. Yes, 16 and 17 is about the first, that is the philosophy of Charvaka. The Charvaka philosophy is a very materialistic kind of a philosophy. It's a very old tradition in India. It started from a rishi called Charvaka. That's what we call Charvaka. Now, so the belief there is that everything just happens by itself. There is no agent like a creator to make things, and so therefore, whatever happens, and then it dies, and then there's nothing afterwards. So he suggests people just to enjoy life. We are born just like that, so we will die, and after death there's nothing. Whatever we do, it has no long-term consequences. If you do positive things, that will not make us go to heaven or have good rebirth or anything like that. If you do negative things, it doesn't. So just enjoy your life fully, and there's nothing else. Just this life, and make the best of it by enjoying yourself. So this is very similar to, I think, the materialistic views of the present world, also that, you just do, whatever you want, whatever you enjoy, do that. You don't have to be too much concerned about the positive and negative things. You don't have to be too much concerned about other people. Your own achievement means like to get what you want is the most important thing. Some say, I think, these days also, that, if anything or anybody becomes an obstacle in achieving your own personal goal, discard them. Doesn't matter if they are your, friends or relatives or even parents or anything like that. Important thing is you achieve your own goal. You do whatever. That's it. Because if you, when you die, there's nothing. Everything is finished, and so therefore you don't have to think about that. So this, so that's the, Charvaka. And so to that, now there first I'll read the Shantideva says, in everyday perception there's a cause for everything. If you look at anything, they say that, they say, look at the sharpness of the tone. Who made it? There's no cause. You can't find anyone making these sharp tones. Look at the color of a peacock. It's so refined and so, so beautiful. And these days sometimes people seem to, when they see something beautiful or something extraordinary, then they think it kind of proves that there is a creator. But Charvaka said that this is proof that there is no creator. I think both are a little bit, I don't know. It doesn't prove anything anyway. But so all these are like that. There's nobody who makes it. There's no. So it doesn't matter. So here it says, in everyday perception, there's a cause for everything. Perception means that if you look, and try to find out, then everything has its cause and causes, not just one cause, but many causes. Whether it's the peacock's feather, or it is tone, or it is anything, it is like that because of its causes that created it. It's not that the causes are just then and there, but some comes from the genetic causes, some comes from different kind of many causes and conditions. We can understand that, we can find that out because different causes create different results. You wouldn't you wouldn't get that kind of a thorny rose unless, that kind of thorny rose's seed is planted. So therefore, it comes from those, and then also many other different causes. And so it goes back to, the different segments of the lotus flower arise from a variety of causes. The rose is very beautiful. It is very beautiful colors. It is, the petal is so nice, and everything is so, the way things are is like that because of it. If it is a white rose, it has to have a white rose's seed. If it is a red rose or whatever different colors, it should have its own causes. And then due to different other reasons, it is bigger, it is smaller, it is all kinds of causes. But what gives rise, you ask, to such variety of causes? And even earlier variety of causes we declare. And how, you ask, do causes give their fruits? Through power, we answer, of preceding causes. So this is, sometimes people say that, where do you, look at the seed. The seed doesn't have the petal, seed doesn't have the thorn, seed doesn't have, all the elements that in the rose, so how can seed cause it? You don't have all the elements of the results in the seed, because if that is there, then it's no longer seed, it's the result. But that seed has the potential, or has all the from many different generations that it is built like that. And also not just the seed, but the soil. If the seed is sown in a kind of unworthy or unsuitable soil, it wouldn't grow. And then it needs to have all other elements, like water is needed, sunlight is needed, fertilizers is needed, and so all different kind of situations are needed. And because all the causes and conditions come together, then the result comes, and the result can be, sometimes astonishingly beautiful or things like that. It comes from many different causes. So in this, and also, nothing happens because of no cause. If that cause, or if those is not there, then it doesn't happen. If everything happens just like that, without any causes, then you could have a beautiful rose growing, in the sky, or in the sand, or on the rock, or but it doesn't happen like that. So therefore, without the causes, without the seed, without all the other elements, doesn't happen. So therefore you cannot say that things happen without causes. So therefore, and each cause is creating different results, like for instance, you have to sow rice in order to have rice crops. You cannot get rice crops if you sow barley or wheat or potato, so therefore everything is. So in the same way, the way I am now is not just happened like that. It's because of my past. It has to be because of my past. As we can see now, if I'm a child and I don't go to school, I don't study anything, I become a fool. I don't get education. I won't be able to read and write. I won't be able to get a, proper, or comfortable job and things like that. But if I go to school, if I study very hard, then, and I learn things, then I can have a better life later on. So it's same. Everything is like that. It has its own causes, and that's because of its causes, the result. So therefore, the future is dependent on the present, and the present is dependent on the past. So therefore, it's like that. So this is the Buddhist way of understanding. And the main logic here is that, if everything comes without causes, then anything can happen anywhere. And, everything can happen even without the causes, but we can see very clearly that without this, its own causes or its own seeds and its own, things that is cultivated, you don't get anything. So therefore, everything has its causes, and the causes are, according to the whatever you plant, so you reap. It's not that you plant apple and you will have, grapes or anything like that. So therefore, it's wrong to say that everything happens just like that. There is no causes, and there's no, no effect of the causes. It is not true. The things have causes. So I read the Tibetan. Rehi jite ngusum jis jinaptan jin tongwayin. Pemi dombu su ye na jye yewe xepayin. Jye kongki xexe na nga jye nyele so. Jye jye rishi ni nga jye tunyele. The reason why that causes have its effect is because of the earlier conditions, and that causes, or the reasons or seed, if it is not a proper seed, then it wouldn't give. If everything has to be in the right way, and then only it has its results. So this is, how it is, and that is the causes and conditions. So see you next time. Thank you very much.